Welcome everyone. I hope everyone, of course, is doing absolutely phenomenal. I definitely know I am. Of course, I'm very much looking forward to getting into this episode. I'm very much looking forward indeed. But before we do anything, of course, sit back, relax, and listen to a bit of music. Right, yo. Welcome everyone. So we're going to be getting underway very shortly. Now, of course, I had to change server, unfortunately, mainly due to the fact that, well, we all know obviously what's been going on now, don't we? We all know what's been going on. So, I had to change server, so we're just waiting to, of course, go into the new server. So we are taking the life over with us, and of course, we're going to be running through, hopefully, we end up spawning in a nice location. Outside of Gorka would be absolutely lovely. And then we'll just proceed from there. We'll loot as much as we can do. We'll find as much gear as possible, of course. But that's not our main mission. At the end of the day, the reason we're doing this loot is to gather as much building material as possible to then eventually go back to Kamishovo and start building as much as we can do. So that's the main purpose, of course, of today's sort of stream. hopefully I don't make the same mistake as I did last time and really show the server. Hey, thank you very much for the like on the TikTok side as well. Awesome stuff, dude. Thank you. Rightio. So we've got a bit of a different setup today, of course. Right, where are we? Nice. Ah, very nice indeed. Right, so first things first. We're gonna have to go. Let's swap this around. Let's get rid of that. I was really bad health. Really bad health. I don't have any codeine to be able to make this better for us. So let's just hope and pray that we can actually find a little bit of food to continue our journey. I very much doubt that I'm not going to be able to find any. And I believe we're also in Berezino. I could be wrong, I normally am. I'm only joking, of course. Righty. Starting a little bit later today. Normally, of course, we would have been streaming for about 3 or 4 hours by now. But we are, of course, like I said, starting a little bit later. I've got my mic positioned a little bit differently now. Tippy, how's it going, Tippy? Hopefully you're doing well, dude. And you've got 2 boxes of nails as well. Hey, awesome stuff, dude. Awesome stuff. All I'd probably recommend to do, Tippy, try and build yourself a little stash around the area. Whether you can, remember, you can always bury a dry sack. So if you find a dry sack, dude, put them in there. Try and bury it to make a stash. And on Monday, when I return back to Kamishovo and start building Tippy, we can then, of course, get them things out of the stash and continue to build, dude. But great to hear. Great to hear you've been on a bit of a mission. Obviously, for myself, we have as well, but it's not been going very well so far. Not been going the best, I do believe. And I have so many bullets as well. Dude, nice to hear, Tippy. Nice to hear. I'm hoping to get my AKM back from the airfield. That would obviously be lovely, but chances are, let's use the bottle to, of course, wash our hands as well with, obviously, if we end up, I live in Hellas and in Cherno, never found. How do you mean, Mark? You live in Cherno? That's pretty cool. Do you mean like, yeah, sorry, dude. Do you mean like you live in Cherno in like real life? I live in Hellas in Cherno. And never found what as well, dude. Your comment leaves so many puzzles. I found a Lamas yesterday, and today I found a KSU. Oh, nice. You got a little baby AK. And the Lamas is always, of course, good as well. The Lamas is an awesome gun. In the right hands, of course. In the right hands. Part of me feels like, you know what? If I remember correctly, everyone, I drank water that was of not good quality, let's say. How haven't my hands been washed already? So I'm also thinking, let's just respawn. We've got nothing of value on us. I was almost dead. I was going to become ill very soon because I drank water that wasn't actually cleaned. So we will just start a new life, start fresh, and we'll go from there. We'll go from there. What do I look for? Mountain in the hills. Still a little bit confused by that, dude, to be honest. What do I look for in a man? I mean, I wouldn't really look for anything in a man, to be honest. I wouldn't really say that I particularly swing that way, if that makes sense. But welcome, Weno. Cherno, where the train under the bridge goes straight up. Yo, how's it going, Hex? Hopefully you're doing well, dude. Hopefully you're doing really well. So you saying then you have a base in Cherno under the bridge. Is that what you're saying, Mark? In a hidden cave. You're a caveman. Good old caveman, eh? The problem is you don't have an axe, Tippy. Yeah, fair, dude. That is completely fair. Let's hope we can get a few good things from this, dude. One tip for everyone as well. If you didn't know, of course, if you are punching Zeds on a train and you do lie down, none of the Zeds can get you. Look. He can't get me. And I can still loot this body. So if I'm starving or I need hydration or I want to see if he's got a knife on him to kill the rest of the Zeds, you can always do that. It's a really good tip to know, especially if you're looting train crashes. Really good to know, of course. And well, bro, hope you are too. And the fam? Yeah, dude, yeah. Fam's doing really well, of course. Appreciate you asking, of course, dude. Yeah, I'm not doing too bad. Will admit, you know, not been having the best a couple of days. But it is what it is at the end of the day. You know, I can't really complain all that much. Oh, some rifled slugs. Awesome. Yeah, to be honest, Tippy, an axe is one of them things, dude, that it's just... It feels like sometimes an axe could be... Well, good sir. Well. Where's my bandage? Fuck. I've left my bandage at the end of the train. Come with me. Oh, he's travelling. I've left it in my shirt up here. That was a close one, wasn't it? That could have ended up really rough for us. Like, very rough. I need to be careful. Someone is in Zeleno with me and I need to go into the forest to be safe. Yeah, dude, I would probably say, you know, if you're trying to protect some of your stuff as much as possible, then yeah, definitely, dude. I would say, get out of there. Try and protect yourself. And, yeah, dude, protect what you've got on you. Zeleno is a lovely place, but damn is it scary. Or it can be, anyway. Now, I've also changed my headphones around as well, Duck. So, as everyone's noticed over the past few days, I've had a lot of jump scares from bullets. And I've realised the bass on the headphones I was using are insane. It's genuinely, they're Bose headphones. They're designed, obviously, primarily for music. Not actually for... Of course, you know what, let's just take that. They're not generally designed for obviously playing DayZ or games in general. So the bass on them it is insane. It genuinely is. Killed my ears. Yeah, I can see the new headphones. Well, to be honest, Tippy, these are actually old ones. Where are we trying to raid someone? Vanilla Shorts, welcome, dude. Welcome. So where am I trying to raid someone? Well, the raid that I'm actually trying to do on the build server, we're trying to raid a couple of places. Is that what you're essentially meaning? Like, we're trying to raid a couple of bases or some people that have not really been too friendly, I would say. Of course. So is that what you were meaning, Vanilla? I like your name, by the way, dude. Vanilla Shorts, that's pretty cool. I'm guessing you do heavily modded shorts, right? You guys raid the base next to the sawmill? No, I wouldn't say so. I mean, first of all, I guess I'd ask, which server was that on, dude? Wow, weekly. Yeah, what server was that on? We don't typically, the people obviously that we're doing the build with, we don't typically raid bases unless we come into contact with someone that is essentially trying to kill us, you know. But typically we won't raid bases. We're trying to build a massive community on the server we're playing on. So that's generally what we're going to be doing, dude. But I'd love to know what server that is on. If we did raid it, I'll apologize, but I very much doubt that we did. Very, very much. Oh. Hello. Chill. Friend. Do you have a mic? Are you shitting me? No, I meant that yesterday. Did you try to raid someone? No, Vanilla? No, I didn't try to raid anyone, dude. I'm guessing your base got raided yesterday. What server you build in a community? So the server we're actually building the community on is 3839. That's the official server that we're using. We're happy to try and bring as many people in as possible. We want to build, essentially, guys, we want to have a community within an official server. You know, we have no admins controlling it or anything like that. We want to do something no one's ever done before. You know, we're trying to have boat racing, and we're trying to do car racing and drifting. It's gonna be absolutely insane. Oh, he disappeared. Right, okay. Well, now that dude's gonna take all my loot. He's definitely been through here, isn't he? Right, that sucks. Well, I'm gonna have to do it a little bit differently now. I'm gonna have to loot up a little bit differently. Tippy, are only 9 players on the server. So I'm not sure how many players are on the server I'm playing on at the moment, Tippy. I am not on 3839, dude. I'm on a completely different server. The reason for it is I need to actually try and loot as much as I can do without having our affectionate stream sniper following me around like a lost puppy. Of course, you know, so I need to loot up and play on a different server for now. And obviously, when I'm in Kamishovo or when I'm on the actual server, I will let you know. Of course, Tippy, but I can't give out the server that I'm playing on at the moment, unfortunately, dude. Actually, yeah, I've just made that mistake, haven't I? I've literally just made that mistake and put it on stream. Oh, you absolute... What a weapon. Right, I'm gonna have to change server again. Yo, who raided the sawmill base? Vanilla. Which server are you on? If I may ask, Vanilla. Which server do you mean your base was on? I just actually showed the server that I was on, which is really annoying. A team with guys same player models as some of your guys' team had. Did you guys raise the base next to... Are you... So, hang on. There's... wow, weekly. There's another dude on the YouTube side, Vanilla Shorts, asking who raided the sawmill base. Vanilla, it was you. Yeah, no, sorry, dude. No one on our server. 3839, that's pretty cool. No one would have raided the sawmill base for ourselves, dude. Yes, I do apologize, but not that I'm aware of course, anyway. No one's raided a sawmill base, and if someone has raided a base, then it's normally put into, like, our Discord, you know, where this base is, who's raided it, etc., etc. So, yeah, there is, of course, a clan of 20 people, and there is a massive base in the prison, and there's also a load of other bases around the area, dude, so I would probably say there's a lot of people out trying to raid bases, of course, but, yeah, no, I wouldn't say it was ourselves, dude. But the problem is that I only have 1% stamina. Ah, Tippy. That's kind of unfortunate, dude. Right, give me 1 second, guys. We need to find a different server, which is annoying. Ah, that's your teammate. Wow, weekly. Ah, okay. That's fair, dude. That's fair. Hey, guys, with 328 likes for the stream already. That's insane. Absolutely insane. Do you reckon we can get it to 500 today? Crazy. Are the people who built on Prison Island dupers/hackers? I actually don't know at the moment, Vanilla. We are trying to figure that out. But what we found is, they themselves, yeah, what we found is they are very unfriendly. They are. I would probably say Vanilla and WoW Weekly. Guys, if you want to have a base, if you want to have a massive area, you know, you can use one of the houses in our town as one of your bases. You can join this Discord server. We can go raiding the prison base. That is the next base. That's the only base we want to raid because they have basically shot at us and done a load of stuff. Guys, what the fuck? We're at over 500 likes for the stream. Absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. Like, can we double it? Can we get to 1,000 likes for the stream? Not, I very much doubt it, but fuck. You guys, thank you very much. Right, let's find... I need to find a different server real quick while I'm concentrating, of course. You killed the team at the prison. That's really cool. Hell yeah, me and my Jew can join you to raid prison. Absolutely, Vanilla. Well, Vanilla, the Discord link is in the description for the YouTube side. On the YouTube side, obviously that's where you're on. So the link is in the description. Join up, say hello. Dude, thank you very much for the rose. Thank you very much for the rose, dude. I really do appreciate that, of course. That's awesome. Righty. But you two can obviously come. I'm going to be there on Monday. That's when I'm going to be going there. What I always would say, though, is Kamishovo can be a very hostile town. So when you're in the Discord, there's loads of people there, solo players, that very friendly. You can even go on loot runs with anyone. There's loads of people that want to play and have a run with someone. Everyone's very friendly. I would always suggest, though, make sure your mic is working. One thing we just want to let everyone know, though, if you're coming into Cami, let us know on the Discord you were coming into Cami and what you were wearing. And if no one replies, if no one says, yep, we're in Cami, because the question you should always ask is anyone in Cami right now? If no one replies, take that everyone there is hostile. If someone replies, then obviously you can have a good chat and go from there. I hope that makes sense, of course, everyone. Right, let me just pick a new server. This is very frustrating I have to do this, but it is what it is at the end of the day. It is what it is, of course. That's got a relatively... you know what, that one's actually quite nice. We'll play this one. We've got to wait, of course, to spawn back in, but I did just die. I don't have much stuff on me, so yeah, I'll be fine. Right, we'll get the screen back up now. I know Addicted wants to raid the prison too with someone. Yes, Tippy. So, Addicted does want to raid the prison with... There's 3 new guys that joined a couple days ago. They themselves are essentially very... They used to be very geared guys. I don't know, obviously, if they are now. But they're very good at PvP. They like PvP. And they want to go and raid the prison as well. I've got an itchy mustache. Kind of annoying. But yeah, dude. That's, obviously everyone can kind of arrange from there. Before anyone goes raiding, though, I am going to be a part of that. I want to raid them. Me and about 3 of the dudes went to the prison, discovered their base, and got shot at. A lot. Holy gaze. Gas bomb very near. Oh, nice. Nice. Yeah, definitely get the frick out of there, dude. Definitely get out of there. We're prepared to raid the prison, have plenty of bullets already on me. That's good. That's good, Weekly. Well, we actually have, around 25 explosives at the moment stashed all around Chinaris. So I would say, grab yourself a base, get yourself a base in Kamishovo, start building all that stuff, and then all the loot that we find we can bring back with us. We also we're going to be building a base around the prison as well, around the police station, the PD. And then these, ooh, that makes life really interesting. These 3 guys that, of course, we have invited and they have joined. Every time they go and do PvP and kill people, all the loot, guns, weapons and everything, they're going to be bringing it back to the PD. So it gives us a constant stream of weapons and ammo to just have fun with. Like, hey, if we got... Our aim, of course, everyone, is to get 60 people. So the whole official server in Kamishovo, just living a life. You know, we can even have a death match in Kamishovo. How fun would that be? Like a full death match where everyone just has awesome weapons and all that. Yeah. It's just going to be, it's going to be a community at the end of the day. It's going to be fun. Something like this never gets done on official servers. It never does. It never gets streamed or anything, you know. And if it is official, it's always like Chinaris Plus or, you know, a community server, but it's really just Vanilla Plus or something like that. And that's not what we're aiming for at the end of the day. It's not. What PD are you talking about? I'm talking about the PD in Kamishovo, dude. I mean, at the moment, it's not even boarded up. But I'm talking about the PD in Kamishovo. These days. Change it. Well, the sun's coming up, so we're going to be heading east. Right, so if I head... Let's head south. We'll get into a little village first, have a little loot, and we'll go from there. We're going to be playing a bit slower today, though. We're not running around like a madman. We're taking everything calm. Patience is key. It's one thing that I do forget sometimes. Hey, I'm coming to this chat too. How's it going? No worries at all, dude. To be fair, the TikTok side, it is something that I've only recently started. I started doing TikTok mainly a couple days ago for the live stream, and I've been posting on TikTok, of course, for a little while, but for the live stream, TikTok is something that I haven't long, of course, been on at the end of the day. Nice to see you over on the YouTube side, dude. Very nice indeed. Well, we'll eat our tomato first. Every piece of fruit I've been finding recently, I've been trying to get the seeds from it to plant. I want to have like a farming patch around every single house. If a fresh bum walks in, or like, let's say you come out of your house in Kamishova and it's time to do some fun stuff. How cool would it be just to have like a big farming patch filled with pumpkins right next to you? Like, you can just go and loot. I think that'd be all pretty awesome. That's a bit more... Ooh, CR. It is damaged, but... got no rounds to it either. Ah, that kind of sucks, but... it is what it is. I'll use it as a bit of fear factor. Got no rounds... Actually, I've got a round for the BK. The Briscoe link says it's expired. Ah, dude, right, 1 second. Let me just hide out in this house for a moment. Right, let me just pull up the Discord 1 second. Actually, I'll probably be able to do it on my phone. 1 moment, dude. We'll get you a new Discord link now, Vanilla. I'm not sure why it would have said that, to be honest, but hey, it is what it is. Here we go, dude. I'll get you the link now. There's no problem. While that's loading up, though, I'll have a little drink. Ah, here we go. Quicker than I thought it was going to. There you go, dude. There's a link for the Discord. So like I said, most people in the Discord are either... well, most people are actually solo players, except the new people, which are a 3-man squad. But other than that, everyone is pretty much a solo, so everyone's real friendly. Most people do like to chat along, of course. And if you want to obviously go on a loot run or anything like that, most people are very happy to, of course, do that as well. I will admit, we've had a lot of solo players that have joined that have never had a genuine, not a genuine connection, but, you know, they've never had a genuine good experience with other players on DayZ until they've joined the little community that we've got going at the moment. And I know a handful of people now that have had a genuine great experience, made a good connection with someone, and they go on loot runs and everything with them. They go PvP, and it's been a joy to watch, if I'm honest. It genuinely has. Come on, Mr. Z. Come on now. This way, good sir. Come into my piano house. Oh, nice. Oh, nice. Just made me bleed twice. Wow. If I didn't need food, I would let him... Well, come on now. I'm not waiting around to let my blood just disappear. Let's do that first. They are bleeding twice, of course, at the end of the day. A 3-man tried to raid us yesterday. We killed them all. And then I believe they came back. Oh, okay, dude. Well, yeah, that is pretty annoying. I wouldn't say it's ourselves. Like, the 3-man squad that we are in our group, they actually play on a different server. They play on a different server than the one that we are, of course, using. And as well, dude, we... Where the frickin'... Yeah, and as well, dude, we, if anyone's going to raid a base, then we try and make it very clear to everyone else, purely so that anyone that wants to can join. Like, everyone likes to do a good raid at the end of the day. Obviously, most of the guys, all I can do is say, you know, apologize, but hey, dude, you can have a base in Kamishovo, and go from there, essentially, dude, and hopefully have a good time with it. Oh, you didn't even hit me. My guy. My guy. Go and check the sheds. And we'll just slowly loot, I guess. It's the main mission, isn't it? At the end of the day, is to try and build up as much of this building materials as possible. Yeah. I would take it if I had the will, but I don't. So I'm not. Right, well, I'll take this. Just for the sake of it. It's not my favourite thing, but hey, it'll do. Well, hello there, good sir. Oh, I need to kill him, unfortunately. Well, if we are... well, if you see fully black gear with black plate 2, it's going to be me on 3839 and a pink armband. Yeah, I would probably say... I'm not on 3839 at the moment, weekly. So what I would do... Hey, Ed, how's it going, dude? Hey, Ed. Thank you very much for the rose, dude. I really do appreciate that. Thank you very much. Yeah, so I would definitely say weekly that let everyone know on the Discord, dude, because I'm not on the server at the moment. So if you let anyone know on the Discord, then yeah, it's obviously, if someone sees you out and about, like on the server, then chances are, you know, it's probably going to be, unless you're in an actual... You know, unless you're in, like, a Discord chat with them. But I always say, you know, work it out with the guys on the server, on the Discord. Really, it's communication is key. That's what we say. Communication is key. Rope? Yeah, we'll take some rope as well. Lovely. I'm really hoping to find some rounds for the CR, though. I feel like that's my main priority, to be honest. Hello? Oh, this is Ed following me. Probably gonna meet me at the door, isn't she? Hello. Oh, I wanted to shoot her in the face so bad, but I can't. Oh, she dropped like a sack of spuds then. So where in the woods? Next to the map. Bro, I found a base in the woods. Bro, where in the woods? Next to the map again. I see a base. No, alright. Like, I'm glad seeds you chat away. That's awesome to see. This is why we do. This is honestly one among many reasons why I'm wanting to try and do this. So many people. DayZ's just become a place of gear fear now. You know, it's not a place of genuine community anymore, and I hate that. Like, DayZ, when I started playing, was a genuine game. If I seen someone over there, instead of aiming and shooting firstly, you know, I'd be like, hey, how's it going? You know, let's do you want to have a duo? Do you want to have a run? Like, do you want to have some fun? You want to have some fun? The buns. I watched Shrek not long ago. Shrek 2. Sure, everyone's seen Shrek 2. Not the gun drop buttons. I am probably doing a very bad rendition of the accent, but everyone knows what I'm trying to do. DayZ decent. Jumbo, well, to be honest, dude, considering I've played DayZ like 6 to 8 hours a day, I would definitely say DayZ is decent, yeah. To be honest, Jumbo, I've played many games. And when I say many games, I have played many games. And throughout my whole history of playing, I've never found a game like DayZ. Quite literally. There's just something about the game. It's one of the most immersive survival sandbox style games that I've played. Every life is different. Every life is different. There's just so much that can go on. There's so many surprises. The other day, I was wandering, well, probably about a week, about 2-3 weeks ago, I was wandering around the woods, and I heard a player. I crouched down. I didn't know what was going on. I seen a player run past me, and I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna go and shoot them. And before I know it, a dude, which was like, literally, from me to this door, away, from me to this door, he was hiding in a ghillie suit in a giant tree, and he just turned around and shot me twice in the face. That's the type of game that DayZ is. It's just, there's no comparison. It's unlike anything I've ever played. Oh god, you can stay in there. Wait, is there a potato in there? I need to go and find the well. That's first mission out of any. We're not dying on this, in this random, I don't even know which place I've spawned into. We all know though, my direction can be crap. It's good actually, but if I need to follow a map, then it's not the best. Oh, spanner. Spanners can't really be used for anything, by the way. Anyone that obviously is new to DayZ, spanners can only really be used for, obviously, you know, you can use it as a melee weapon. But the main thing a spanner's used for is locking car parts in place so other people can't take your car. But obviously, if they have a spanner, then it's kind of pointless anyway. There's a town then. Let's hope a couple of these Zeds have something on them at least. I'll get onto the car. Save getting messed up, really. Biggest tip for a new player, Raven. To be honest, I would say the biggest and best tip I would say for a brand new player is don't worry about anything. Genuinely. Spend your first few weeks simply just playing, spawning into different locations. So wherever you spawn in, slowly loot up the place. Get used to all of the controls. Get used to flicking between weapons, whether or not you're playing, obviously, on PC. So there's my hotbar. Obviously, 1 right the way through to 8. If you're playing on console, most people, it's PS5, I believe, at the moment. Then I know you've got a scroll wheel. So simply just test out your controls, see what feels natural, see if you need to adjust some things, optimize your settings. Best way I would say to do that is simply just search for a YouTube video for setting optimization. So for things like, I know I'm going to die, but that's fine. So right here you see things like field of view. So as you spawn into a brand new account, your field of view will be set like half, like this. So set it all the way, which obviously gives you a better field of view. And then go through some of your settings as well, just to make sure it's it's the best, you know, for your TV, of course, and go from there. So yeah, I would definitely say just get used to everything. Get used to running around, looting up. Get used to, you know, crouching around, listening out for people, getting used to the sounds, getting used to sort of the sights, getting used to fresh spawn locations, to know where you are. Like me, I played this game for a long time, but my geography is sometimes quite crap. Right, okay then. Oh, and once you're used to everything, once you're used to killing Zeds and shooting at them and that sort of thing, then I would say, you know, pull up a map, spawn into a location, and pick a route. So go up, look at the map and say, right, I want to go to there. And then work out the best route that you can take. You know, do you want to go through a wolf-infested area and practice shooting at wolves? Do you want to go to a high loot area and that sort of thing? So I hope that helps, Raven. I hope that helped. That was the best tip that I had. You know, I know a person that didn't do that, and they just simply went out and tried to explore the high loot areas and explore DayZ without even the thought, and they died so much. So yeah, definitely just slow and steady wins the race at the end of the day. DayZ has it has a big learning curve, and a lot of people kind of ignore that. But it is a genuine learning curve. Right, well, we need to find food and substance insanely quick. Otherwise, we're gonna perish. Digital, hey, how's it going, Digital? Welcome, dude. Nice to see you, of course. Hopefully your day's going well. Fire station. Yeah, boy. Right, I love a good fire station. Fire stations are the creme de la creme when it comes to high insulation items. If you can get a top and a pair of trousers from a fire station, which is very easily achievable, you can genuinely make one fire, get 3 pluses, and you're good to go for a long time. Cold is the worst thing to happen. If you get cold, or if your heat ends up turning into the blue, you can get a cold, like an actual cold, which will make you sneeze, which will obviously alert zombies and other players around you, so not ideal, of course. Right, one moment, I have to answer my phone, and this is not exactly the most ideal, I will admit. Right, that's fine. Addicted, hello, Duck. How's it going, Addicted? Welcome, dude. How are you doing? Of course. Also, as well, any fireman stuff will really help with inventory space, so it gives you a lot more slots, of course. That is not what I expect. Oh, I didn't think that's what it was, but awesome. So that gives me 24, as everyone can see, of course. And it's going to give me that high insulation as well, which is very much needed. And we'll also move that onto our bag, because we can, and it'll free up some more spaces. A little down here. It's not going to kill us if we jump down. 360. Okay. He definitely would have seen me. Another fireman there. We need to go and get a drink, though, but I'm just lazily playing. But I probably should go. I probably should run and go and get some hydration. Great. Did you die? Unfortunately, I did. I did, dude, yeah. Unfortunately. But it's okay. The last life, I kind of died on purpose. I had to change the server and yada yada, and it was just... Even now, like, I want to end up actually spawning into a sort of fresh spawn area before I end up spawning. Right, so I'm just gonna deal with this dude. Okay. Well, You missed. So yeah, we ended up having to change server, essentially, Addicted. It is what it is at the end of the day, dude. It is what it is, of course. What's up, dude? What are you playing on? Hey, Stroop. And thank you very much for the gift as well, dude. Really do appreciate that. So, I am playing... You mean what server am I playing on? What map or what game? There's a load of variations to the question you asked. And Digital, day 3 of DayZ for me. Been a blast. I don't trust a soul on this game. Digital, welcome to the club, my guy. That's very fair, though. I understand, honestly, dude. It is one of them at the end of the day, you know. It is one of them. You can't trust a soul. You genuinely can't. But it is DayZ at the end of the day, you know. It's why we play this game. It's why we play this game. What server are you on, or is it still the one we played on? No, dude. I'm on a completely different server now. So I am going to be on a different server pretty much until Monday. Because of what you know has been going on. I need to be playing on a server where I can loot up. And also as well, today's stream is also trying to help as many people as possible that are maybe new to DayZ. And maybe if they've got it on... I know obviously a lot of people have been joining from console lately, so we want to help as many people as possible. And I can't do that, if I'm honest, while I'm watching my back constantly for some person trying to wipe us out of existence. So we're playing on a different server, of course. And unfortunately, I can't let anyone know the server that I am playing on. But as of Monday, I'm going to be back on the original, and of course looting up and everything from there. Oh, lovely, lovely. Let's go and find a drink, should we? Oh God, right, I reckon I can make that. Right, let's see. Fuck, for glory. Oh, you're joking. You know what? I didn't break my shoes, didn't damage. I just simply bled. That's annoying as well. It's my last bandage, because that's kind of frustrating. Oh, well. Yeah, PS Plus just got it this month. Hey, Wire. Oh, nice. Okay, thank you much for the gift as well, dude. Do appreciate that. And I've never played, but I plan on it. Awesome, dude. Well, I would probably recommend then, once you get onto the servers, dude, just have a good loot about. Have a good run about. I'm probably going to die in a moment. It's fine, though. I would like to actually start in a fresh spawn location. Mainly just so obviously people can see what it's like to just spawn in a fresh load. You know what? I'm going to do it. We're going to do it. We're going to do it. Can I get a countdown from everyone? Can we get a countdown? Yeah, I definitely recommend, though, just getting used to the game at the end of the day. Getting used to the game, getting used to the controls, having a little loot about, just slow and steady. And then, honestly, after a week or so of just simply trying out, because you'll see a lot of people, 3, 2, 1, go! No, he hasn't got enough. I haven't got enough. That was anticlimactic. That was anticlimactic. Right, we'll just do this. For the land of ducks. Awesome. Right, we'll have a quick drink. Oh, yes. Good stuff, AY. I like that. You're going to fit very well in the land. Gonna do just going out. Yeah, I know, right? I know. I was trying to jump, but I didn't have enough health to even jump, so he just kind of like slowly but surely. Right, guys. So if you haven't played this game, I know a lot of people are kind of tuning in that haven't. If you haven't played this game, what a typical spawn for you is gonna look like this. You're gonna spawn in, you're gonna be next to the ocean, and you're gonna have no fucking idea what the hell to do. So, before I would recommend to do anything... Now, I know I'm in Nisne. I know that because of these houses. I know that because of this. I just know that. I know that Sonichi is that way. etc, etc, right? And this is because I played the game for a while. Now, what I would recommend for anyone to do, don't worry about anything. For your first couple of weeks when you play this game, do not worry. Don't worry about anything. Simply find the first house you go to, run to the house, and start looting up. The main thing you want to be doing is learning the controls, getting used to everything around you. Learning how Zeds react. Learning what noises there are. This may sound kind of stupid for some people, but this is a survival sandbox game, and it's one like none other. So there are a lot of things that, of course, that you need to kind of get your hands on and get used to. Look at that, right? So there's a Zed running over there, and you hear a Zed screaming. So I know there is someone over there. We know that someone has spawned in, and they're over there. So just to prove the logic, they're right over there. Now we can hear Zeds over here. Oh, my days. Right, so there is a dude dead here. Right, okay then. Let's just close this quickly, because I do not have the means to be killing 17 Zeds. So now I'm the dude in the house that's surrounded by Zeds. Right, lovely, lovely. So you're going to take a little slow loot. One good thing, and this is on console as well as PlayStation as well. Yeah, I'm just going to explore and pick up everything and figure bits out. That's literally looks like England. Sky is literally what we have right now. Yeah, I'm just going to explore. What looks like England, dude? Question. That's an interesting one. Right, anyway. So, yeah, you can definitely kill people. What server am I playing on? I'm playing on an official Chernarus server. That's the server that I'm playing on, dude. Right, we're going to let a few of these in. Now, these Zeds are obviously going to have little bits and bobs that we're going to use, of course, to help us survive as much as possible. Zombie killing is going to be one of your main sources of food and hydration. If you can't find a well straight away, don't worry. Kill a few Zeds, you're eventually going to pick up a few things. Obviously as well, firstly, eat the plum, pear, or anything like that. And then, of course, yeah, so eat your plum and everything straight away, because if Zeds attack you, it can become ruined. And how do you block on PS4? So to block on DayZ, period, all you essentially do, so for yourself it'll be the triggers to obviously start the combat sequence. So you pull your trigger up and simply walk backwards, and that is a block. Very, very simple, but very effective, of course. So before I go out, we're going to eat this plum. Lovely stuff. Right, so the Zeds have de-aggroed now. We can't hear any Zeds outside, which is great. So we're going to cut. Awesome. It says dude had deagle, he had a bottle, plum, bandage. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. And he had a shotgun. Awesome. So first thing, one thing I would always suggest as well, if you find any bottle, even if it's on a person, if the bottle has water in it, always empty it. The last thing you want to be doing is drinking water from a bottle that is not safe. They could have just picked it up. Even if it is full, they could have just picked it up. You don't want to be drinking and then becoming infected or diseased 10 minutes down the road. It's going to really ruin your day. I can guarantee that for everyone. It'll ruin your day. I did the game with PS Plus. I love watching the game, but I'm so bad. Hey, dude, don't worry. No one is good at everything straight away at the end of the day. Like, it's completely fair at the end of the day. Mark. Oh, hi, Mark. Oh, my God. Dude, I love that. I love that name. Oh, hi, Mark. I know what film that is from. I can't remember the name of it, but what an epic film. What an epic, such a horrendous film. Have you seen the original? The original is so dog shit. I prefer, obviously, the remake with... I can never even remember the dude's name. It's just, what a film. When I actually discovered it, I think I was going around going, "Oh, hi, Mark," about like just every so often, every day. It's awesome. The Room. That's it. The Room. Yeah, the original The Room was. My guy, can you not see that I am trying to have a discussion while I'm filling up my bowl? It's very rude. Very, very rude. Oh, it's fucking twin here. I love when people get my username. You've made my day, yippee. That is amazing. I love to hear that. I love to hear that, dude. And if you do obviously like or enjoy watching DayZ content, Mark, then I'm going to call you Mark because that's just it now. If you do obviously like the content, dude, then I stream every single day, literally Monday to Saturday. I stream between 6 and 8 hours every day. So, yeah. TikTok is just something I've only recently picked up on, to be honest. Someone suggested it to me a little while ago, and yeah, I thought I'd give it a try. And I mainly do, obviously, guys, we're at 655 likes. Fucking hell, can we make it to 1,000? Genuinely. Can we make it to 1,000? I reckon we can. I reckon we can. I only know it from the memes. Yeah, that's fair. Hey, doggy. I did not hit it. I did not. Oh, it's such a good film. It's so bad that it's good. Obviously, you know, it's funny because the actual original dude, obviously, he wrote it, he acted it, he did everything, didn't he? And the reason he did it is because he really wanted to be in a movie. Like, he really wanted to. So everyone rejected him for everything, so he thought, screw it, I'm going to do it myself. And it's funny because it's either going to end up like Rocky, you know, where he did most of the things himself, or it's going to end up like The Room, you know? So it ended up like The Room, and it was just horrendous. It's just horrendous. It genuinely is. Oh my god, we hit 1,000 likes for the stream. That's insane. Thank you very much, guys. I really do appreciate that. Genuinely, from the bottom of my heart. And also for any of the gifts that have been sent as well. Like, honestly, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. I spam the likes for knowing the meme. Like 400 likes. Thanks, dude. I appreciate that. I didn't even know you could do that. Like I said, I'm new to the TikTok side of it, you know. Yeah, like, I had to learn all the gifts and everything the other day. I only just learned about, a few of the things. I think the highest gift that we got is the rose or something. I need to obviously look into it more, I guess. Right. Anyway, guys, so now that you've come into the town, you've looted up a little bit, of course. You found maybe a dead dude that's got some stuff lying around for you. You found a little bit of food. You found yourself a water bottle. You know, possibly. Is that ruined? Nope, it's not ruined, but I can't put that in. And now you're kind of thinking, right, what do we do next? Oh, well, hello. I'm going to leave the Deagle. It's fun. Don't get me wrong, it's fun. But for safety, security, and for people not knowing where we are as much as possible, we will leave it because it is a very loud gun. However, I do love a Deagle. Right, so you're in this little place and you're kind of like, where do I go now? So, we always suggest, wherever the ocean is, go opposite to the ocean. Simple as that. You can, of course, use the sun as a bit of tracking. So the sun rises in the east, it sets in the west, just like real life. So you can use that to work out where you are. Of course, right now, I believe the sun is rising, or I'm not too sure. But because I know, obviously, most of the places I've played this for a while, I know that Nizhny is next to Sonichi. So if I'm going to be traveling here, I am essentially going to be traveling east, right? Well, we should be traveling, yeah, east. It's awesome. But no matter what, just opposite to where the ocean is, travel inland, and you should get to a new town relatively quick. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to play this as if I've never played the game before, but I still have loads of knowledge about how to play it. Gotta go. Thanks for catching on to my name. Have a good day. Yeah, same to yourself, Mark. Same to yourself. I just kept tapping till I saw the 1K. That is awesome, dude. Honestly, I really do appreciate that no matter what. That's absolutely class. And have a lovely rest of your day. Hopefully we'll see you around, Mark. Oh, bye, Mark. Now, of course, I'm still gonna be looting as much as I can do and focusing on building materials, etc, etc. This is the main reason I am playing today, of course, is to gather stuff for the Great Build, which is a series we are doing over on the YouTube channel. For anyone that doesn't know, of course, on TikTok. Hey, Wire Hornet, yeah, thank you very much. Oh, you liked the stream as well, dude? Yeah, thank you very much, of course. It's at 2K now, okay, now. Yes, if that's the case, and people can just like the stream, like, one person can do like 1,000 likes, like, surely someone just sits there all day liking it and they've got like 100,000 likes or something like that, right? Surely. I don't know. That'd be nuts to me. That'd be insanity, you know. But as well, for everyone that is watching over on the YouTube side, if you have recently subscribed, thank you very much, of course. We are nearly at 3,500 subscribers now. I must be doing something right. You guys are obviously enjoying the streams, which is awesome. So thank you very much. Of course, we might even be at 5,000 at some point. I feel like we will be. That'd be insane. So normally, obviously, we travel along the tree line. Exposing yourself in really open areas like this, it's not exactly that ideal. Of course, there are many snipers or many people around fresh spawn areas as well that aim to kill because they're bored. So we're going to run around the tree line, but we're still obviously going to be running opposite to the ocean. Yeah, I'm just tapping away when not typing. The timing on this coming free on PS5, PS is crazy. It really is. It's awesome though, especially with the new Badlands DLC coming out in 2026. Genuinely, it's insane. Right, so we're at our next town. So we're gonna run in, we're gonna loot up, and then we're gonna leave. And hopefully, we're not gonna die. Somewhat on my lip, kind of annoying. Hey, there we go. I've only just now been getting into Walking Dead. I know I'm late. Hey, dude. Honestly, there's a lot of people that have been joining this game. And I bet you there's so many people that probably haven't watched The Walking Dead at the moment and would really like to. Would really like to, of course. I need to check the volume really quick. I've adjusted, of course, like the microphone and etc, etc. So I just need to make sure the volume on the YouTube side is actually looking quite nice. So give me 1 second. I'm not so sure, but I know throughout. I know that it's next to Sonichi, so if I'm going to be traveling. There we go. Right, I just want to have a quick drink as well. What mic do I use? Hey, where? So, the mic I actually have is an Elgato Wave 3. That's the mic I'm using. Yeah, no worries at all. Hey, well, have a lovely rest of your day, of course, dude. Thank you very much for the likes, and hopefully we see you in the future as well, dude. And thank you for the gift as well, of course. Got that #1 gifter badge. Lovely, lovely. Righty. Anyway. Let's hopefully grab ourselves some ammo. Would be nice for the CR. got a double action. Excuse me. Hell, he just came out of nowhere. Oh no, I've let them both in. Well, them two can just stay there. Can have a little hotel duck. There we go. Right. And thank you very much for the follow as well, dude. You 70 mag. Love it. We need a knife, of course. I think also as well, that is probably one big tip I would say to a lot of people. Find yourself a knife. Find yourself a knife and you can make a fire, you can craft stuff, you can make rags, you can do a whole bunch. Finding a knife is one of these, is a big thing. It's definitely a big thing I would recommend. But honestly, you will find a knife from Zed's. You're going to find a knife from loads of other places. Cleaning kit and crackers. Delete the crackers. I want the cleaning kit. Cleaning kits are going to be great for things like suppressor use, pistols, any weapon, really. Raw. I just kind of like walked around. I bet he's going to be in the background like, hang on a minute, where the fuck did he go? Motorbike helmet. Absolutely hate motorbike helmets. Man, there's nothing in him. Plus, for new players, Tippy walked 106 kilometers. Dude, how long has that life been like? That's what I'm interested in knowing. How long has that life been for you? I bet you that's been a while, right? I'm surprised you haven't been shot down by any snipers so far. You've been playing the sneaky game. I like to see it. Please be something good. Nah. That's okay. Really, a burlap sack or any kind of backpack would be perfect right now. Definitely not a battery charger. Canister. I'm not going to keep a canister on me. Canisters do explode in your inventory if you get hit too many times. Right, move that. I'll load that as well. I can't keep them in my inventory, but I can load them. And we'll just cut up this as well. I would obviously prefer to use a can opener, but you make with what you got, of course. Ah, I haven't got enough room. This is why I need a backpack. That's fine. We'll eat this here. Look out into the lovely Chinaris. Or parts of it. Must be a Z. Right, great. An axe, and I'm also going to make some gloves as well. So we can make some hand wraps from, of course, any clothing that we've got. Well, we could do anyway if I had enough rags. Yeah, which is obviously going to keep our insulation up as much as possible. Right, shit. Yes, love it. Love it. Alright, now we're starting to get somewhere. We're starting to feel a bit more looted. A bison mag as well. I don't know what a bison mag is doing here. That's very interesting, I will admit. Not really the place for a bison mag, to be honest. I thought that was a working car for a minute then. No, apparently not. Right, I'm going to do a quick loot now. I'm just going to run around real quick, see if we can just pick up anything. And then we're going to go into some higher loot areas, because this is also what we're looking for. But firstly, we need to find a bag. There should normally be some Zeds kicking about with bags. A potato. Nah, I suppose you can't really argue with a potato, right? I definitely can... Yeah, that's definitely useful. Well, we'll eat the potato and we'll take the pills. And since also there is a fountain right here, I may as well drink until my stomach is completely filled. The last thing that I want to be doing, see, you can run around, of course, with very low food. You can run around for quite a while. One thing that you can't do is run around with low hydration for a while. You will die very quickly. I can promise you. Go. Another U70 mag as well. Nice. They're both pristine. I'm not going to want the glow stick, honestly. I prefer to take the U70 mag. Should use a glow stick, of course, with it being so dark when it gets to nighttime. It's just not one of them things. It just gives me away too easily. I prefer to run around like a blind chicken. Got what I want. Oh, well, that's 2 cuts now. My clothing must be ruined. How isn't it dropped yet? That should be 2. That's just a joke. That's just... Yeah, that is honestly a joke. 3 cuts. Change, but not. Color green, blue. Good morning. Good morning to yourself, dude. How are you doing, of course? Hopefully you're doing well. Oh, come on now. Not really the most ideal to be grey screened right about now. Here's what it is. Got our orange backpack. Can actually put this away. Great stuff. We'll put that on number 1 as well. And then we'll also change that to number 3, which is our close range weapon. And we're kind of good to go. Say kind of human meat. No, we're not going to use that. And the steak knife can be kept for later use. Well, actually, considering I'm out to get building materials, the steak knife will be kept as our actual primary knife. Grey screen, not too fun. Not too fun, of course. That's an apple. It is rotten. I don't need colour on my screen to know it's rotten. That's not, though. That is. That sounds like there's a Z in here as well. No, but there is another BK. Still no shotgun shells for it, though. So, well, it's not going to even matter. Oh, and another steak knife. Which one's... That one's damaged, and that one's badly damaged. So, we'll use this one first. She's just kind of, like, hopped around. Oh. Damn it. They've spotted me. I'll kill her through the window. Glad that door isn't open. 22s. Nice if we can get a sporter, or obviously the Mark II. I'll probably come to the back window here. I'm gonna wait a little bit. We're not gonna be rushing, we're not gonna be massively rushing, of course, because I am grey screen at the moment. I'm not gonna be able to get them with that. Here, boy. Here, boy. And girl. Here, person. Come on now. You know what? There's a car. Well, let's just kill it one by one, actually. There's some hiking boots in here. And a gas stove. Yes! Well, we're going to go into this house anyway. Gas stove. That is awesome. I'm just going to swap that out. Gas stove. Nice. Nice. If I find a canister, we'll get it hooked up. That Zed has no idea that we're even about to leave, so we shall skedoodle. We'll check the shed as well quickly, and yeah, that'll be us. Nothing in there, not surprising, and nothing in here. It is surprising. Righty, now I'm gonna go. Oh, she found me. She found me. She's like, wait, where'd you go? I know you were here somewhere. So we're gonna run along one of the trails. I've got plenty of food and plenty of hydration. I'm not really gonna need anything so far, so we're definitely good to go follow. Hey, Hayden, thank you very much for the follow, dude. Really do appreciate that, of course. And Donna, love your stream, bud. Hey, Tony, welcome back, dude. Thank you very much, of course. I'd love to see you here. We're gonna travel alongside. Now, these trails that we do see, they can be dangerous, to be honest, but they'll also get you into some really good locations without necessarily having too much danger. So that's why I'm also running along it right now. So I've got low blood, which gives us a grey screen, so I can't see too much, of course. So running along one of these, it's not really going to put us in a bad position. And we'll actually end up getting to some pretty cool locations as well. We should be passing a castle. Probably pass a castle in about 10 odd minutes. But we're at a great point. We're at a great point. May as well eat this while I've got it on me. Well, I'll eat the pear first, of course. I'm gonna have to sort that inventory, but it's not something I need to do straight away, I will admit. As we look out upon the great distance of Chinaris, we see a crane of industrial nature, not doing anything, as they know. Anything. That's a British slang style, if I've ever heard one. You already see Electro Tippy. Oh, nice. So are you on your way back to Kami then, Tippy? Sorry, dude. I actually just seen that then. Have a little munch as we go. I'm gonna take one of my tablets as well, just to help the health and the blood. Make us feel a little bit better about ourselves. Make us feel like we're doing something. Move that up there. That could go there. That can go there. Right, we're organized. To a degree, we're organized. So I just had to reply to something on my phone real quick. There we go. I've also lost the trail as well. I do this so much. It's one thing I always recommend, everyone. Make sure you stay on the trails. Make sure you know which way you're actually going. I, however, get lost a whole lot. But it's okay. The trails themselves can rear off sometimes. So even though... There we go, right up. Lovely. Yeah, so the trails can rear off sometimes. Or go a certain way and you don't realise or expect it. But it's all good. It is all good. Being grey screen, probably one of the most annoying things, I will admit. The trail continues up here, so that's of course where we'll go. But if someone is looking to snipe someone around there, then we're in a pretty crappy position, I will admit. I can't see anyone anyway, so... And to be honest, I don't look like I've got too much on me anyway. That's not really going to care. They're not going to care. If they want to kill me, they're going to kill me no matter what. I can't really do much about that, I will be honest. Oh, we're at half blood now. So our colour is going to slowly start coming back. Slowly but surely, anyway. Ooh. So I went to Morrison's this morning. Now, Morrison's is actually a shop in the UK. They sell a load of different things, but obviously it's mainly like a food supermarket. I'm not sure what it is like in other countries or what it would compare to. But if anyone has been to the UK that doesn't live in the UK, you may have been to or seen a Morrison's. Anyway. They sell a load of different stuff, food and everything. Absolutely delicious. I picked up these 2 butcher grade, like, pork belly slices. And they're about this big. I mean, they're about this big. Like that thick. But, oh my days. Oh my days. They look divine. I left the server in the big metal building. In the electro exit next to Cammy. No worries at all, dude. No worries. And so you've got a load of stuff on you as well, which is awesome. Great to hear, obviously, that you've been looted. I'm sorry, unstable connection. Absolutely love that. Thank you very, very much. Exactly what I want to see. Let's have a little sip. We should be able to get straight back in. pretty quickly. Now, guys, really quick, of course, midstream, just really quick, of course, guys. If you haven't subscribed already to the YouTube site and you haven't liked the stream, it is free, and it definitely obviously helps me go forward with the content. Keeps me doing it at the end of the day. It's completely free. Obviously, if you want to support the channel in a method that isn't free, whatever platform you're on, you know the options, you know how to look into the options. So obviously you guys do you, but I just wanted to put that out there, you know, show the love. We only ever ask you to do the free options, of course, just because it helps out, and it takes like a few seconds to obviously like or subscribe or blah 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 at the end of the day. You all know, I'm not going to bore you with the details, but yeah, let's get back into this. Liam, thank you very much for the like on the stream as well, dude. Really do appreciate that. It's crazy. The TikTok side, I see obviously a lot of people come in and out. You know, they stay for a little bit and then they'll just hop back in and out. It is nice to be doing on the TikTok. I will be doing it constantly now. If you get back the KAM I can give you. Hey, Tippy, I'm never going to deny a KAM, dude. I'm never going to deny, but... yeah, like I said, dude, probably going to be on that server on Monday, continuing the build. Today, I just want to focus on... firstly, helping out any new people that maybe have played the game a little bit or have recently got it. And I'm here to answer questions and really just to help any way I can do. And obviously, we're looting for the building materials, of course, still sticking to the great build. Tonight as well, guys, I'm going to still be editing, of course, the new great build episode. I'm very excited for this one. Very, very excited. It's going to be a little bit longer, probably between 40 minutes to an hour long. So it's going to be more of a movie than an actual episode, but I'm so excited. I was editing it last night, and honestly, I was so excited just piecing together all of the bits of the puzzle, and you know, my fucking ADHD brain was going wild and all these ideas and everything that we can do. I'm so excited for it, and honestly, just looking forward. Sometimes it's hard not to rush something I'm so excited for, because I just want other people to see it and, I don't know, be as excited as me, I guess. Which normally isn't the case, you know. I enjoy making content so much. I'm just like, I don't care who likes it, I like it. Well, obviously, I do care what people think. I do care. Anyway. Right, bomber jacket off. We're going to be feeling and looking a lot better now. Great shit. Not the gun, ammo for the gun, and a mag full. Tippy, dude, you've been out and about doing some stuff, dude. That's great to hear. Nice to hear that you're stacked ready for a fight, because yeah, that seems like it's been the likely outcome of me coming into Carry Shovel at the moment. Right, so there could be people in any one of these buildings. So we'll take a slow loot around. We'll see what we can pick up. I feel like we're gonna be able to pick up some nice goodies around the area, of course. I was really hoping to find a CR then. Full dial as well. Yeah, absolutely. Not complaining about that. That's like one of the big things I need, to be honest. Right, we'll check up all these houses. Should I go to the left? You know what? I'm going to be heading right. I'm going to be heading up that way. So we'll go... I think that makes the most sense to me. I think that should make the most sense to most people, to be honest. Finish in the direction you're going. Leather sewn kit as well. Lovely. My boots should be fine. My boots are fine, but that's really nice to have. Hey, Sculler. It's got the #1 gifter badge as well, dude. Awesome. Thank you very much, of course. And I see the love is being given on the TikTok side as well. That's over 3,000 likes now for the TikTok. Oh, shit. I was looking on, for anyone that doesn't know, anyone new to the stream, the little slogan, the little thing I like to say, you know. I got it. Welcome to DayZ, everyone. Yeah, that's great. Right, let's take what we need. P1 mag, timer, I don't need any of this shit. Baseball bat, I'll take a farming hoe. Love a good farming hoe. Sickle, because I don't really have a knife. I'll take that over the axe. I'll give him an axe. Look at that. We're so nice. We're giving him an axe. I don't want to give him an axe, though, but we'll give him an axe. We're so kind. Look at this. We'll take the stone. I don't even need anything else for it. The thing's been freaking raided. The thing's been looted like a demon. I don't really need much else, to be honest. I don't really need much else, but that's really nice to find. Can't argue with that now. But it's definitely been looted. I reckon he had a load more stuff in there. Is near to the full mag. Got about 50 to 60 rounds in it. Awesome. I swear I never find any little planet on Gorka. Or Skulker. Or Skulker. Honestly, Gorka, I would especially say Gorka. Gorka is one of these areas in DayZ everyone aims to get to. It's one of these areas, I think you could probably, if I picked 2 videos on YouTube, I could probably guarantee one of them at least is going to be going to Gorka if you're playing Chinaris. Like, it's one of these areas, it's just so looted. It's so looted. You're either going to, near enough, guaranteed to get into a firefight, or you're guaranteed to rarely get anything. Or you'll get into Gorka and you'll find all the loot you need. That is normally Gorka. Yeah, normally you're not going to find much in there. It's just one of these areas. It's well known, it's well loved, and yeah, it's well gone to. So I would probably suggest, if you're going to be going to Gorka, sit outside of Gorka for a little bit. You know, just watch what's happening. I could near enough guarantee you'll find someone in and around Gorka. Shoot them, PvP, whatever you fancy doing, or just miss it entirely. You know, the main thing is, Gorka is great to find like an SSG or something like that in the police station. You know, if you can get to the PD and it's not been looted, you're near enough guaranteed to find some type of SSG or weapon in the PD. But yeah, Gorka, I don't rate it, if I'm honest, as being a good loot town. I don't rate it that way. So yeah, exactly, Skulker. It is always ransacked, dude. Absolutely ransacked. And that's just kind of Gorka for you, though. Honestly, that is just kind of Gorka for you. Right, well, I'm not fighting this guy out in the open. It's just asking to get punished. Hey now. I'm meant to do this in the private. Okay, lovely. Stupid. Probably so simple. Everyone will probably does probably know this. But if you look at a Z or anything and it has a plus sign, it means there is loot. So you see that? There's no loot. And there's obviously no loot. I don't need any more rags, though. How many bandages? I've got 1 bandage. I've got 1 bandage. So, to be honest, I'll take the rags. I'll take the rags in case I don't able to pick up any more bandages. Yeah, 100% looted and well camped. I'm guilty of camping it myself, so can't be too mad. I'm guilty of camping it as well, dude. I think most DayZ players are at the end of the day. It's just one of them at the end of the day, Skulker. It's just one of them. It's a great place. There's great sniping areas for it, you know. But that's why we play the game. Everyone plays the game differently. No one should ever feel bad about playing the game in the way that you want to play it. It's a sandbox game at the end of the day. You know, you play the game how you want to play the game, and that's the whole joy and fun of it. So yeah, never feel guilty, dude. Never feel guilty. Connection as well. That's interesting. I think it's because I've got like a new VPN and everything set up, so I'm thinking that it's probably got something to do with the VPN at the moment. I'm thinking that is going to be the case anyway. Liam, thank you very much for the like as well, dude. I do appreciate that, of course. Oh, welcome. Hopefully you're having a good day. So we're not going to be on for much longer. My stream times are normally in the morning, and I normally stream between 6 to 8 hours. Sometimes we actually do 10-hour streams, depending, of course. But I definitely will be on this evening. That is an absolute fact. And of course, we will be on Monday and also Saturday as well. And we do this thing called Fun with Free Games. So for anyone new that has joined that doesn't know what that is, essentially what it is, guys, is games that are suggested by the Ducks, by the obviously people that are part of the channel. And then if your game gets picked, then we offer something very simple. You know, it's free, of course. So we offer like a pinned comment, a little shout out to your channel, if obviously that's what you do. Something to basically say thank you. The main aim of Fun with Free Games, though, is to basically showcase as many games as possible where if someone's got the means, so, you know, if you've got a PC or whatever like that, and you want to play a game but not have to spend out of pocket for it, or obviously anything, like we can showcase, there's a whole list of games that we can look at, but it just allows people to play games and not have to actually spend any money on them. So I think that's always a good thing to be able to do. You know, it's definitely a good thing to be able to do. But this is something we set up, I don't know, about 9 years ago when we first started doing YouTube, and it was a success. Loads of people loved it. They love seeing their game getting played. I had to play so many horror games my days. I can't even remember if I uploaded most of them. I think we streamed them. I can't fully, but you guys seem to love me jump scaring. I don't know even why. So yeah, if anyone has a game, we'll put a little list. We've got a list together already. So on Saturday, which is tomorrow, we'll announce obviously whose game we're playing, and then we'll private message the person, and we'll just simply say, you know, what can we do to give back? You know, do you want to pin a... We'll go from there, essentially. Oh, nice. Right, we need to... I was going to say, we need to keep the saw, but I don't have any room for it at the moment, so we're not going to mess about with that too much, to be honest. I really need to find a weapon with some sort of ammo. Some sort of ammo. Like, seriously. That's nearly 4,000 likes on the TikTok site. Guys, insanity. Awesome shit. Thank you very much. Whoever's spamming them like buttons, like, damn, son. But yeah, no, genuinely thank you. And thank you, obviously, to anyone that has sent any gifts over as well. Obviously, anything is highly appreciated. Definitely keeps us going. I do this, so obviously I do this as a full-time gig at the moment. It seems like you guys are definitely not wanting me to go anywhere. That's for certain. That's lovely to see. Oh, nice, okay. Righty. Anyway, we're going to proceed. Nothing in here. Nothing in the shop as well. From what I can see straight away. Isn't surprising, to be honest. A lot of people think if I head to the supermarket, I'm going to get loads of food. Doubtful. Like, genuinely doubtful. I think I've found a selection of very small amounts of food in the what's it called, in the supermarket, but never anything massive. Tell you what, I wouldn't, if I was starving, I wouldn't run to the supermarket. I would be running into houses like this, or barns, or something like that, or obviously to the nearest freaking chicken or goat I can find, as long as I've got a knife on me, of course. Nothing. Yeah, the market stalls. Yeah, them things you only usually get. Thank you for the like as well, Skulker. That's awesome, dude. Now you got the #1 gifter badge as well. Awesome. Thank you very much. Of course. So you usually only get flags now. Yeah, pretty much. We all see it, don't we? We all see it. I can see it. We'll go over there in a minute. I want to run back first and run around, just to make sure we've done everything. We'll stay on this side. If I can loot up these little places on this side, it just means I know I'm a little bit more safe because I've already ran up and down here. Okay. Okay. Well, there's fuck all in here. There's not really much in this town altogether, to be honest. Well, once again, we have a well, so we are going to drink our water. Like a good duck. Hydration is key. Ah, dude, Skulker, thank you very much for the share, dude. I do appreciate that, of course. will admit, like, considering the positive feedback we've had from the YouTubes, from the TikTok side, I think it is something that I will constantly do now. I think the main platforms, the only two platforms I am actually going to use now is YouTube and TikTok. That's literally going to be it. We're going to completely just sack off Twitch. I used to do it for a little while, and to be honest, Twitch I think is one of them platforms, for me personally anyway, that I'd never really even dabbled in Twitch all that much. You know, so I think, yeah, we'll stick. I'm pretty sure I'm probably going to stick now to TikTok and YouTube, the two main channels. I need to have a look into more stuff, obviously, on the TikTok side, but I definitely think that's going to be a good thing to do. I wish my blood would go up. For anyone new to DayZ, a good thing when it comes to your blood, so you will, of course, find a med center at some point. I haven't yet, but like it is, you're going to find a med center. If you find a blood bag, blood collection kit, make sure to take your own blood when your blood is high. This way, if you go grey screen like I did, you can give yourself the blood. After you've got a saline kit and an IV start kit, and combine the two of them, you can then give yourself the blood, which will then up your blood, and you'll be no longer grey screen. Or, if you get infected, we're going to be taking that. It is very, very obvious, but I can put my hook onto it. Yeah, gives me one slot. One's better than nothing. I can take the box of rounds now, which is now going to give me 357 rounds. And it's also going to give me paper to start a fire with. Sometimes all you need is one. One is the loneliest number that you'll ever know. Right. Oh, well, we got a grey one now. Beautiful stuff. Righty. No problem at all. Glad to have someone on your stream. Hopefully the new PS players learn from you. Hopefully, that would be... Honestly, that would be insane. That genuinely would be really cool. I want to... I've always wanted to help people, if I'm honest. I've always wanted to try and teach people stuff and help along. Like, if you hop over to... Genuinely, if you hop over to the... Right, I'm going to get rid of the sickle. I'm going to sack the sickle off because it takes up too much space. I've got 3 knives here that take up the same amount of space as the sickle. Battle damage, pristine, and damage. We'll use, obviously... We'll keep them. They'll be used for food, etc. And I've got a knife, so the sickle's just pointless. We'll put the paper here, and then I can take the bottle. But before I do that, we're going to empty it, and then go and refill it, of course. It's very hard to tell. If you've got one half full and one full, or etc., you know, if you don't know the difference between your bottles and they're both damaged, like mine are, which I wouldn't know the difference, then I might get confused as to which water's clean and which isn't. But yeah, I would love to help as many people as possible. Just learn this game and have fun. You know, this is why I'm also doing this big event or big build on official servers, just to showcase DayZ being, you know, such an awesome game and trying to just build more of a friendly vibe, I guess, to the servers. But I would love to help people. That's all I've ever wanted to do, if I'm honest. We're gonna loot most of the town, and that is really gonna be us. Like I said, I'm gonna be streaming later tonight, and of course I'm gonna be streaming in the evening because I know there is a lot of new players coming in, and I do want to help as many as possible. Just get over that first hurdle of DayZ, which is always the hardest part at the end of the day. It genuinely is always the hardest part. Throwing kit. Is there anything that needs? Yes, absolutely. Let's fix some of our stuff here. While we've got it here, I may as well obviously fix. ICT, hey dude, I'm back on building or still looting. So I'm actually still looting at the moment, dude. We've had a few things going on. I wasn't able to stream yesterday all that much, so I need to just focus, to be honest, on looting. But as Monday, come Monday, I'm gonna be streaming or gonna be looting as much as I possibly can do. Looting basically all of tonight, helping new players along as well. We're going to be going on Saturday. I'm probably going to end up doing on Sunday as well. Why not? Let's just do every day this week. And then Monday coming, we're going to get back. And yeah, we're going to be firing some of the building. But how's your holiday going anyway, dude? I know you're on holiday at the moment, of course. So yeah, hopefully it's going well for you. All right, sack the paper off, put that in there. And I've still got the 357s I did before for the extra paper. So, beautiful shit. Righty. There's not really too much here anymore. We'll loot up this last little house and we'll get going. If I can find some duct tape, I can make a bottle suppressor. It's a duct tape and a plastic bottle. Of course, empty mixed bottle suppressor. And we'll go from there. Awesome. Righty. Yeah, we're kind of stuck at the Belgrade airport at the moment. Oh, dude. You're stuck at the airport. That's like one of the worst things. Ooh, we're going to have a little look at this, though. Yeah, boy, yeah, we're going to have a good look at this. Is there anything in there? I very much doubt, but if I work on the assumption that everyone else has assumed that there isn't anything in here, there might be something in here. I know it's such a word fuckery, but it is what it is. Head torch. I may as well, right? Head level. Head nipple. We kind of look like Cyclops now. I feel like a Cyclops anyway. I know that's so stupid, but I can roleplay, okay? I'm a Cyclops. Raw. Well. I'll take her inside. Oh, nice. Oh, very, very nice. Right, lady ducks and gentle ducks, and those of you in between. If you find a gun that is called a Mosin, you basically just hit jackpot. Well, in my opinion, anyway. How many rounds? And we got 2 rounds as well in our Mosin. Lovely. Lovely, lovely. I haven't got any rounds for it at the moment. Extra rounds, anyway. But Mosin is such a good weapon. It's just such a good weapon. You can put a load of different things, bayonets. You can put, obviously, the compensator, which is a very, very commonly found thing. You can also put silencers, scopes. So the scope you can put on it is called the PU scope. So literally PU. See that? You can put it onto the Mosin. And, of course, you can put a ghillie wrap on it as well. So it's a very versatile weapon. Also, the CR mag is definitely worth keeping. 100%. We'll eat our food instead, because if we can find a CR, once again, it has a mag. So the CR is a rifle which has a mag, which of course then you can use to be able to... Oh, dude, Michelle Miller, thank you very much. Thank you very much for the... Oh, was it the Golden Compass? Did I see that right? Thank you very much, dude. I really do appreciate it, Michelle. Hopefully I am saying that name right. It is Michelle. But you are live, so that will kill time. Oh, dude, that makes me happy. That makes me happy, if I'm honest. I'm glad I can help you kill a little bit of time. I really do. And thank you very much for the follow as well, Michelle. Honestly, thank you very much. I really do appreciate that. Hopefully you have a lovely day and carry on enjoying the stream, of course. We're live every single day, and I will be live every day on TikTok as well now going forward. But yeah, thank you for the golden gamepad. That's class. That's class. I will admit, I'll be very frank with everyone. I'm a very upfront person. I don't beat around the bush. It's kind of who I am. It's my personality. I'm upfront. Yeah. I don't know exactly how much the gamepad is worth. I don't. But I am going to have a little look into making sure... Oh, 30 coins. Dude, Michelle, thank you. Thank you very much. I need to learn more about that, I will, but I'm fresh to TikTok, so give a duck a break. Give a duck a break. Hey, Skull, got to go. Good luck with your run. No worries at all, Skulker. Well, nice to see you around, and of course, hey, hopefully we see you in the future as well. And thank you for the gifts, for the follow, and for the like. And dude, thank you very much for the share as well, actually. I'm Skulker. Oh, yes. It hurts my ears a hell of a lot less not having these headphones on, that their bass is basically just ringing through my ears. Genuinely, every time someone shot at me, I was like ducking like that. I couldn't deal, to be honest. I just couldn't deal. Alright, we'll put that there. I'll have a little munch, and we'll continue to the next town. So far, so good. I don't really want to deal with that, Zed. I want to have a little munch in peace. I want to have a little munchy munch in peace. Oh, didn't really last too long. If you've got food on you as well, for the new players, eat it straight away. Don't wait around. It'll take up inventory space. It'll take up weight in your inventory. And the main important thing as well is it will ruin. Eventually, it will ruin, depending on what food it is, of course. You know, if it's a pear or some fruit, it'll ruin quite quickly. Canned food, it's not going to ruin all that much, to be honest. But it definitely will degrade. You know, that's the big thing. It's going to degrade. Well, we killed that Zed anyway. So, unavoidable, really. Lovely. Let's continue. Oh, okay then. Can I not eat my food in peace? Alright, I guess not. You stand out there. You let me munch this. I'm just gonna punch it through the window. Come here. Where's me badly damaged knife? She's standing there like, fucking hell. What you doing? Wait, what are you saying? I'm gonna... Okay, anyway. That was well offbeat, wasn't it? Let's be honest. You're not hitting anyone with that. Right. Now we're getting a little bit more inland. We need to obviously focus on not dying. And we need to be a bit more careful. I've been playing without patience, which is the stupidest thing you can do in DayZ. Stupidest thing. And the reason I've been playing without patience mainly is because I have been used to someone essentially following me around like a lost puppy. Of course, being the stream sniper. Or thou shalt not be named. And that's what they shall be known as. Thou shalt not be named lost puppy. So I've just really been like, just just absolutely storming through places to loot as quick as I can do and to get out of there. But that obviously inevitably ends in death. As we seen at the airfield the other day, when I just basically rushed in without checking my surroundings. If I checked my surroundings before I'd rushed in, I probably would have seen the guy waiting there with a shotgun that basically shoved it up my... Fill in the blanks. I'm slightly grey screen. Not really too bad though. Ah, look at that. As we look upon the mountain tops of Chinaris, we see nothing but trees and a radio antenna post thing. What a beautiful sight. Oh. Well, I do need food, Mr. Foxy. Just don't have the room, you lucky son of a fox. Right, I want to go and check if there's any bases in these farm areas, firstly. And of course, we want to be heading west anyway. So, the sun is setting, of course, in the west, and that's the way we are going to be going. We'll check for any stashes. If anyone doesn't know, under bridges like this, I don't know, there's only certain bridges you can make stashes under. But it is still a great hiding spot, though. And check. Hello? Have you ever made goat noises? It ran away. Well, anywho. Oh, there it is. I don't have the room for the goat. It's kind of annoying. But we have no room. And all the stuff I have on me, I would like to keep. Especially the cooking. I need to attach a canister to that, and hopefully I can find a cooking pot. If not, oh well. Here's what it is. I might throw it if I can't find one, or if I really don't need it, then we can throw it. But it is an item, obviously, I want to be keeping. Very much so. Is that a mushroom? Nope. So for the new players as well, guys, if you are maybe a few days or a week or so into the game and you've started venturing out now into some new places, you know, you maybe been running around the forests and that, one thing I would say, if you do find mushrooms, it is great, of course. If they're rotten, don't eat them. That's just teaching you to suck eggs. However, if you see multiple mushrooms, if I see one here, right, and then like I come down here a little bit and I see another over here, and I'm like, oh, this means someone has been in this area. Maybe they've made a fire in this area. Maybe they've eaten some food or wrung their clothes out. They've stayed in this particular area for a small amount of time. So you know then, if you see multiple mushrooms, it's a high likelihood someone has been through the area. If I found one mushroom, it might just be the case that, you know, the mushroom is just grown there. You know, mushrooms do that. But if you find multiple, 9 times out of 10, you're probably going to come into contact with someone very soon if you run the same way. So it's a good thing to obviously keep in mind at the end of the day. It's funny because when we're doing the build, I will literally run around all of the trees that we've been building around, and I just find mushrooms everywhere. It's great, to be honest. It's genuinely great. And I think that's a good place as well. Look at that. We've got ourselves a schmog. Great stuff. Nice. Righty. You still have the llamass in your yellow house. I don't think there is any llamass in my yellow house, dude. If there is, I didn't put it there. Be very fair with that. Anyway, guys, that has really been ourselves. So I hope everyone has a lovely rest of your day. Thank you to everyone that has sent the gifts over, any donations, etc. Obviously on the YouTube side, really do appreciate it. Of course, we're going to be on later tonight. And then going forward, we of course are going to be on Saturday, Sunday, and then Monday as well. So we're continuing from there. Now, if you haven't already, guys, hit the little like button. Of course, you know what to do. Support the channel through your subscriptions, through the likes, and of course, hey, if you want to support the channel in a way that isn't free, and of course, help me really make sure I just do this as long as possible, there are ways that you can do that. You know, you got your super chats, you got your memberships on the YouTube and also the TikTok side, so you know what to do. You know what to do. But anyway, have a lovely rest of your day. And as always, don't be a dick, be a duck.